Hey guys, welcome back to Vintage Vibes. It's Friday night, the 29th. Just want to say hey to all my crafty friends, all my new subscribers. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me on my channel. And just pray that you get inspired by me. I haven't been on here in a while because we had a couple of doctor's appointments this week that we had to go to. Jaden had to get braces and we're starting that journey. They said it's going to take 2+ years because they had to start on the top mouth first. And he does a lot of things. And then Thursday, he had to go see the rheumatologist. That involved blood work and a urine sample. So just pray for him that all that's going well. And I just pray everybody is well. And so let's jump in. I have a small Temu haul to show you guys. I've had it for about 3 weeks or so. I just really haven't had time. I've been working on some more book folios for my craft fair. And when my scrap cabin stuff comes in, my ribbon for the last 3 that I'm working on, I want to show y'all all the ones that I've finished. I know I showed some before, but went back and made a few more, and then I made some different paper ones. So I'm excited about those, and I found some cool pins and stuff to go with them, and I have to show y'all those. But let's jump into this, and I will put links in the description box below. The prices I paid may not be the same. I don't know what depends on where you get it from, what the shipping is, if you go overseas, if it's tariffs or whatever. I don't know. But I have some credit back. $9 and something, I think. And part of that was due to something that they sent that was not showing what it was on the picture. It was kind of a little muted, but we'll show that in a minute. But anyway, let's jump in. So these are called some daisy charms, and they got a little lobster clasp on, and it was 10 pieces, and they're golden color. And I paid, let me get my ruler, $2.60 for these for 10 pieces, and I thought that was pretty decent for these. And these are about a little over 1/2 inch, right close to 5/8, right about a 1/16 off. But they're real nice, and you can tell by my hand that they're real sweet. And they got a little golden back, so I got those. Those are really cute. Okay, so I got 10 of those. So we just leave them there. I'm not going to take the others out of the bag. Okay, now, and the next thing that I got were these cute little coffee charms, and they were 10 pieces, and I paid now $3.72 for these. Okay, that's a little pricey to me, but however, I think y'all can see those pretty good, but they're really nice. Well, that's upside down, ain't it? They're nice quality, and they have a little lobster clasp, so you can just hook it on whatever. It's so cute. Y'all, look how sweet that is. Those are nice. These are nice quality. Yeah, so I'll put those in the description box below. Okay, these are nice, and they're about 3/8 wide by about 5/8 long, so they're really cute. Those are really nice. Okay, so I paid $3.72 for those. All right, put that over there. Now the next thing I got were some more coffee cup charms. There was 10 pieces, and they call these like cartoon looking brand. These are really cute. See how sweet those are. Those are cute, y'all. They're thick too. They're pretty thick. See how thick they are. Now their tops are silver, but look at the top of that. They're so cute. Yeah, let's measure. See how big these are. So these are, at the top is about 5/8. Let's see, 1, 2, yeah, 5/8, and then they're about 7/8 long. So those are nice too. Those are really nice charms. Okay, so you get 10 of those for $2.11, which I didn't think was bad. Okay, and then the next thing that I got was, these are so pretty. Oh, these are so pretty. Okay, so let's take some of these out. These are really pretty. Okay, and these are 15 mil, and they were $3.99, and I got $1.28 price adjustment on these, and you get 30 pieces, and these are pink in color. So these are really pretty roses. They're like little black roses, and the detail is so pretty, y'all. I mean, just the detail of that. They're so pretty. I just loved these when I saw these. Yeah, they're really pretty. So those are nice. Okay, so you get 30 pieces of those. So those are really, really pretty. Really nice. Really nice. Okay, now, this is the one that we're going to talk about really fast. It comes in this pretty little package. And they gave me back $3.32 credit and a 15 cents credit, because I paid like $3.67, I think, for these. Okay, they come in a little case, and I was expecting them to be brighter. Okay, now look, and it wasn't so much about them being, so you got two sides to it. Okay, they're kind of scratched up. Now they're cute, don't get me wrong. Okay, but my only problem the problem I had with them, and I wouldn't normally have done this, but you can tell they're not that great of quality of looking at it. Okay, they're flat. Okay, all right, and they're scratchy, really bad scratched up. But my problem is, and yes, you have to take the acrylic off of it to make it, you know, shiny or whatever, I think. But here's my problem with it. These smiley faces that were supposed to be in the middle, on the picture, it was raised up like a good eighth. It was like it was a separate smiley face, if that makes sense. It looked like a cabochon type acrylic plastic smiley face sitting on top of it, and it was a lot cuter. And it just, you know, that just kind of got over with me. I didn't really care for the flat looking of it. I mean, it's okay. And I asked them, did they want me to send them back? And they said no, because they got scratches on them. I mean, they're pretty beat up, you know. And but anyway, but that's what I got. And they did give me back my money. Like, they gave me back my money. So I was happy about that, and they said they did not want me to return them. And I felt so bad, y'all, because y'all know I'm just like that. I can't handle stuff like that. But I did, like, you know, but they gave me the credit, and I haven't used it yet. But anyway, so let's move on from that. But they're still cute, but I was just a little disappointed when I did get those. Okay. Now, also, I got these beads here, and they're called, and I'm going to put them on here so you can see them better, and they're called multicolored. Okay, and, let's see, yeah, these were like a turquoise type C brand, and these are 6mm, and you get 58 pieces of these. And they're just really pretty. They're really pretty. Okay, so you get 50 mil of those. I'll just set it up there so y'all can kind of see them. I like the colors on those. They're so pretty. And they were $4.50, and I did not get a price adjustment on those. And to me, that's a little pricey. But I thought they were very nice. So anyway, and I need them for a project, so I was like, well, we're gonna get those. So I thought they were pretty. But, and then I got the next size up, which was the 8mm, and they're multicolored, and they were 45 pieces, and they were $5.25. So you can kind of tell the colors. They're just so pretty. Yeah, I love the colors of these. They're so pretty. Yeah, and they've had a lot of different clearances going on in different places, and I have not really had time to go do much shopping lately, but I know Hobby Lobby has a lot of things, and I'm hoping I can get a hold of some of those bubblegum beads. I hope they'll have some of those on clearance left, but that's been a couple weeks, so I don't know. But those are pretty. Those are, so you can see the difference in how the size of those too. Yeah, so those are nice beads. Okay, and then, oh, I told you the price. And then these are called blue, and these are 8mm, and these were $5.25. Yeah, and so these are beautiful. I didn't get the smaller version, and I kind of wish I had of, but maybe that's what I'll use that credit. I have like $9 and something, but I'm having to wait till I get a little money built up, because you know, air conditioning payment is this round, so y'all know how that is. Oh, the bills, but that's okay. That's life. Okay, so those are really pretty. I hope y'all can see the detail of that. So pretty. But there is 45 pieces for those. So those are really nice. Okay, so that's another one. All right, and then they have these, which were $1.98. Okay, now they're kind of clear, and I'm gonna put them in my hand, and I hope you can see them. On the and you can kind of tell when light hits it that it has some, like, it almost looks transparent. It says they're transparent, 8mm. And there's like 65 pieces, and they were $1.98, and I got a 24-cent price adjustment. But out of the light, they're like, you know, they're clear, they're transparent. But when light hits it, it has color. Well, when I ordered them, and I guess they were sitting under a light, and they looked like they had some blue and things to them. But when I got them and I pulled them out, they looked like just clear in the package, and I'm like, what happened to the blue color? So apparently it kind of, when the light hits it, it kind of has colors, which they're really pretty, and they're not really a round shape. They're kind of I don't know if you can tell that, but they're kind of ovally type beads, you know what I mean. So they got faucets, like they look like little, almost like a diamond shaped type pattern on the sides and everything. But they're really pretty. They're really pretty. But those are those. Okay. And then, okay, so the next things that I got were, we'll start with the ones. So these are called light chocolate. And they were 50 pieces, 10mm for $2.24. Now, I know y'all cannot see this, and some of these prices were different, so let's just, and I'll be honest with you, I think I have a multicolored pack, yeah, that has all the colors, but we're not going to take them all out, but I'm going to show you what that looks like. But there's a brand, it almost looks like a milk chocolate, but they're calling it light coffee. And these were $2.24, 10mm. These are pretty. These are like acrylic. So you got 50 pieces of those. Okay, those are pretty. I like the chocolate ones. Okay. And then I got the multicolored pack. And they have all the colors like you can think of. And they got different colors in that now. None that they offered you. Like, because I got a lot of the other colors. And they may have. But look at all the different colors. Like, you got a darker chocolate brown, a darker blue, the different yellows, a turquoise, a light lavender kind of color. Please don't go on the floor. Okay, so these are really pretty. So those were actually $2.24 for 50. So they literally have, like, let's see, is there another color? Yeah, there's like a green, white. I mean, these are really pretty, y'all. These are nice color. And there's another color. Here's like a minty. There's like another type of pink. Yeah, so I mean, you can't even, like, there's so many colors. Like, I'm trying to figure out which one's not on there. Oh, there's a gray. Is that a gray in there? Yeah, there's one gray. And there's a peach. So there's so many colors in the mixed colors. So that was kind of cool. That was nice. That was a nice pack. So I like those. Okay, so those were $2.24 for those. And like I said, I'll link them below. Now these were called light rose red, these pink ones. And see, that's a different pink than those. See, so these were $2.22. So this was a different, and that ain't wanting to open. Okay, don't show your booty. Don't show out. Okay, okay. So these are really pretty. Yeah, those are pretty too. That's a really pretty color, y'all. That's really pretty. Uh-oh, it's trying to roll off. You see, it's trying to roll off. So we can kind of add a couple there, because I don't really want to, you know, because the chocolate one is there, so we're not gonna, yeah, take them all out. That would be like a lot. It would. Okay, and then the next one is a dark green, and I think it's different than that dark green. And these were $2.22. So let's just pour out a few. Those are pretty, and they're all, yeah, see, that's a different green. You see that? Than that green. So these were $2.22 for 50, which I thought that was decent. These were a little pricey. That's because they're like a acrylic, like a stone type thing. Okay, and then the next one they're calling, well, it's orange. So I just got a bunch of different colors because I'm going to be using them on my project. So $2.22. And of course, when I do anything like that, I do Afterpay, so I don't have to pay as much. You can split it up in 4 payments, which helps a lot. But those are orange, and those are really pretty. You get 50 at 10 millimeter. So that's the pretty orange color that you get. Okay, and kind of put it there where you can kind of tell kind of what it looks like. I think if y'all can see those on the tray. Okay, and then the next one is red, and it's a pretty red, y'all. It's a pretty red, and these were $2.22. Okay. Oh, I hope y'all all been having a good week. I tell you, and I done lost 2 on the floor. Y'all know me, I'm gonna lose stuff. But those red are really pretty. Look how pretty those red are. Put a couple of those on there. So those are $2.22, and they say they're trying to roll off. They're trying to roll off. Okay, so those are $2.22. Okay, now the tray's getting full here. But anyway, so yeah, we've been busy with appointments and different things. So and then let's see, we have red, and then we got the yellow. Now I was a little disappointed in the yellow color. These were $2.22 for 50, but it wasn't the yellow that I thought it was. Like, I thought it was a brighter type yellow. I mean, it's bright, but it's mute. Like, it's, you know, it's kind of, it's this color yellow, but under this light. But out of the light, it's kind of like, it's not as of a bright yellow, if that makes any sense. So that's, you know, that's kind of the yellow. But it's okay. It's not, you know, but I kind of wanted it a little bit brighter than that. But that's what I got. Okay, now, and then we got a blue color. Now, the yellow was $2.22. Now, the blue ones were $1.63. I don't know why those were so much less than the other ones, but it's a pretty blue. Look at how pretty that blue is. The blue is so pretty, y'all. Such a pretty color. Such a pretty color. Okay, so those are really pretty. And let's see if I can't squeeze that back in there. Ooh, I really don't want these going all over the world. But they might. They may end up everywhere. But anyway, so that is all of the beads. And one last thing that I got was lobster clasps, 20 pieces each. I got 2 because I needed some more for my projects. And these are the sizes, and they're the split key ring swivel lobster clasp. And they were pricey. Now I'm not gonna lie, these have gone up. But these are nice size. These are the ones I like to use. Okay. So, but these are $6.40 times 2 is what I paid for these 20 pieces of this. But it's worth it because I love these. Now, and I did get a price adjustment of $1.16, so that made me feel a little bit better about things. But yeah, but I got a couple bags of those. And that's all of that Temu haul that I got. So I didn't get a whole lot of things. I was trying to not spend a bunch of money, and it was already pricey enough, you know. So the things. So, but yeah, but that is the end of that. The end of the Temu haul. And I hope that you guys are having a great weekend. Hopefully y'all got a nice Labor Day plan. And just pray, if you like to pray, for the people in the, I think that's Minnesota, where the shooting happened. And our sweet friend, Miss Janet from Sunflower and Crafts, she put up a video and a little thing that her niece went to that school, so it was pretty horrifying. But her niece is okay, but as far as not getting hurt, but I'm sure mentally and emotionally, just pray for all the people that are at the school, the parents, the children. And, you know, it's just so sad. Sometimes the world is so sad and we don't understand. But just pray for her and her sweet family and all the other families. I love you all. And I will be back on here hopefully in a day or two. I'm hoping my stuff will come in so I can finish the books, put the ribbon on those. But anyway, so y'all have a nice weekend, a nice Labor Day, and I will see you soon. And I'm getting some other projects together too. So I love you all, but God loves you more. Stay safe. Bye.